have to rearrange the back seats.
Rearranging the seats can be a part of it.
Oh, maybe. Well, I don't know. They're on the outside of the vehicle. Like, that's not how you do that. All right. Oh, yeah, I do have my tools back here still.
Which one are we going to?
The one on Euro.
Yikes.
I
Oh,
mean, it was like
the Guadalupe
a
one?
perfect amount of time, yeah.
Okay.
The one we went to last time,
I
right?
heard rural and I'm like,
Not Tempe, please.
yeah.
Please, no.
No, not that one. Jeez. We learned our lesson.
Fred, I need you to hold your wood.
Everyone's probably
Thanks.
off campus, so.
Yo, this is perfect for wanding.
I know.
I need a carving knife.
For
I would-
what?
I
making
would
a
say
wand
on
for
campus
Higgins.
isn't that bad.
Because he's
He's
gonna
not
have like
out
a
of
wand
school,
and
but
shit
it really
next
is
time he
bad.
shows up.
Yeah, can you hold that? Thank you.
I mean, yeah, but I still need a carving. Is this just a table leg?
Yeah.
No, it's a 2x2 that I made desk legs out of, but it's not what it is.
Oh.
Shit.
It's fine.
Someone's gonna need to stand on my roadside kit, and someone's gonna need to stand on my screw gun.
That'll be me.
Cool.
Check out the other side.
No, Kayla's over there. You should probably go in the middle, if I'm being honest.
Come on, you got those spider legs though.
Wait.
Maybe Freddie will rub your feet.
I won't.
You won't?
I won't.
What kind of friend are you?
Because I'd kick him, he knows.
Okay. I have spent like
Oh my god.
$45 a week in gas today.
That's all I needed.
Well, I'm gonna buy your coffee, so.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't I just buy everybody's coffee? How about that?
You don't have to.
I will. I'm going to. We're all alive.
We're alive. We're alive.
I'm gonna celebrate by buying everyone's coffee.
Woo! And then Dawson got vodka.
Yeah,
I did.
You know, I might have some of that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna try.
If I wasn't gonna drive home, I would.
I'm gonna try
I told
vodka
you.
with peace tea.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
a
plugged in?
terrible idea.
Plugged in?
Trying to figure it out. I don't know how seatbelt works.
Oh, selling Kaylee.
Got it.
We could leave my truck here, and then for D&D, you and I already turned it all the way. Oh, how did it turn back on? Or how did it turn back up? I thought I turned it all the way down. Regardless,
This is classic podcast right here in the truck with too many people.
with too many people. Oh my God, we haven't had a truck podcast in
A fat minute.
a fat minute.
It's been like
A
month?
A ranger-sized minute. A
'Cause
prancer-sized
it's been-
minute.
It's been since the
well, we did it at
Well,
your
it's been
old
since
place.
it's been since the one that you didn't come to. Because
So
you had
not that
something
long.
going on the next morning, and it was up there.
Oh, right.
Which
It
is
hasn't been
besides
that long.
the
It's been like 4 weeks. It hasn't been that long.
yeah, I was gonna say it was about a month.
point. But it's been, I think, a while since we've had a truck this full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened to D&D? I'm the DM, so I don't have to remember anything.
You
But-
keep saying that, and then you keep contributing the most.
Yeah. So.
I keep actively forgetting because I'll write on like I have like the very general outline, and then so I'll fill in the details right before I go to bed. Night of D&D after we finish, and then I won't look at it until Saturday morning, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I wrote down.
Do you guys actually need a reminder of how it started?
No, we were in the
remember.
cave
We were in the cave.
We finished off
with the
With the
non-consensual
non-consensual dudes.
dudes. Let's go. Oh,
Well,
Oh no.
that's fine.
the non-consensual dudes and the breaking of the imaginary Geneva Convention.
well,
The
no.
appreciating of the lack of the
We
absence.
started off after killing the 2 demon guys, and we were already in hell. We just didn't know it yet.
Correct.
It's the
Right.
absence
Yeah.
of the Geneva
So
Convention.
what happened was we went to go rest because everybody was tired, and that's when Bella was like, "Oh, hey, one of them's not dead. One of them is still alive."
Oh yeah, and I tried to heal him.
I think we went and tied him up, and then you guys were questioning him.
He was already tied up.
Okay.
A stabilized.
Yes, he was tied up.
Yes, he was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
tied up.
He was already tied up, and then you
Didn't
guys
give-
went to go question him about stuff, but I don't think anybody got any new information.
He didn't know anything, so I walked away, and then because I walked away, Thilden just gunned him.
Yeah. He did get got, as they often do.
Priest or Guadalupe and rural.
Yeah,
Which is
Guadalupe.
get on the highway.
Yeah.
In other words. I mean, I talked to him for a while. I was just kind of asking him like,
Oh, yeah.
why he was here, like why why?
You're
why
a tailor. You have skills. Why don't you go elsewhere?
why don't you work in your cave, Mr. Drow, in like a tailor's cave instead of this shitty cave? And Isilden kept like walking over, like holding up his bow, and I was like, no,
Hold on.
pushing him back, like
No,
stop.
because I was expecting everyone to rest, and so I was waiting in there.
Oh yeah, Isilden was like,
And-
"I'll take first watch," and,
and
then
then
everyone
like,
left
why
the
the-
room, and
yeah.
he's like, "Dude."
Yeah, and and then you came in there, and as I was talking to him, you kept like threatening to kill him, and I was like, no, stop.
I want a tailor.
I'm still talking to this man.
Oh,
I
we
don't
want
have
to ask.
I don't have a cave tailor.
Does Isilden have daughters? Because we thought it was funny of him like freaking
Yeah, 'cause you
Aikido
don't-
spinning around all the girls and preventing them from hopping out of the cart to chase after floating away.
I thought we
Is
determined.
that something I should roll?
You
Is that
could
something I can roll? Like,
No,
I mean,
that's
like,
just backstory.
I think
Yeah.
it's like,
I know, but like, I don't
That's
want
not
to
you
have
can
to.
roll.
I don't want to have to choose.
Yeah, roll a d4 for
can't
how many
pick.
partners
you
you've
have
had.
a nephew, don't you? Like we determined that in canon.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
sorry
that
for
doesn't-
writing
that's
that
not
for
like-
you. I was
I know,
just
but,
sort
like,
of
it
like,
could
I
just
need
be that,
something to
like,
be like.
your
I mean,
sister and
elves
your
are-
brother, like your siblings, had a bunch of kids, and so used to taking care of them. But like you yourself are
I mean,
so
you
dead
can,
set
you
on
can
your.
also
like,
say that you're an elf, so I mean, you can say you
Yeah,
had
my
kids
kid
hundreds
can
of
be
years
literally.
ago.
Yes.
exactly.
My character could literally be your child.
yeah, honestly,
Honestly, how old's Askelin?
you're like his granddaughter.
I think I rolled 123.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
easily his like great
Granddaughter.
granddaughter.
Man, I'm
How
pushing.
often do you think elves have kids?
It's like that Jonas Brothers song.
I don't know. A
I
lot of
mean,
people have
Lord
kids
of
in
the-
their 20s.
Lord of the Rings, they have it like, they'll have like literally like 3 kids or like less even, and then that'll be it, and then they'll live literally eternity.
Yeah.
Wow, that was fucking awful. Not having kids again. So you're in the cave with a non-consensual dude, but he's now tied up, and then Isilden's like, how about I stick something in you instead? And then Bella's
Yeah.
like, no, please stop. And then he killed him.
Didn't give any useful information, so
Yeah, I wasn't. Well, according to the group, I wasn't getting any useful information out of him.
Kasha got bored and left. So.
Yeah, Kasha got bored and left. I was still I was trying to convince this man to be my cave tailor.
I was rolling high. I didn't realize how high my intimidates were until I rolled it. It got like a 32. Like, wait. Oh, yeah, I'm a charisma-based character.
Haha.
The flame in your eyes.
And then we all had soup and went to
I
bed.
was thinking about it. Aspen's probably the scariest person to be like an interrogator because she could just heal you and re-hurt you.
Oh, no.
It's like fire-based.
torture.
Burn them. It's like, what the fuck?
Regular fire, healing fire, it all hurts the same.
Yeah. Canonically, the flames hurt. Are
Throughout-
painful, even if they heal.
Throughout the last 2 sessions, I have not been joking when I said this. I have not rolled a single one, but I have rolled probably almost like a dozen 2s.
Yikes.
Like a hefty 60%
It's like when Ricky
twos.
was
Yeah.
rolling 3s. Like,
Yeah.
But it's always on my full BAP like attack rolls, and so they still get like a plus 20, plus 22, and so it's just like I don't know how like I don't even know if I can consider my dice lucky because I think I've crit.
They're not
once.
unlucky.
But yeah, exactly. I'm not unlucky.
You're unlucky, and the dice is just like, no, it's a 2. You're about to roll a 1, but no, I'm gonna safeguard that.
Stop rolling. Just accept the 2.
So we all went to sleep, we all had some soup, and we went to bed, and then something bit somebody, and that's when we woke up. There was some like invisible demon going
Oh,
on.
there was
Dur-
the Kakra demon.
During watch, Kiki got bit by a
Right.
cacodemon who was invisible,
And then his
which didn't
And you guys
help
killed it like instantly.
It,
like
no,
2
it
seconds.
used a fear effect, so that activated the bell car, which
Right.
immediately stunned it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see the
Tried to
signs.
scare me, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, glad you remember that, because that is what the card does. It is a reactionary effect.
Good.
Which one?
The
The
bell.
bell, the funeral bell.
Oh yeah.
So that when that thing tried to scare me, it just got bodied.
This is a bit later. Who picked up the fruit? Like who
I
actually
picked
ate
it up
that?
and then Austin ate it
Okay.
because I didn't want it.
You didn't want to be a rubber girl.
No.
Well, Villa also didn't know what the fruit was.
She was the one that drew the card. She did.
I knew what it was. I just didn't want it. It gives you like a strength buff
And con.
and con, but it
And
makes
And
you
electricity
rubber.
resistance.
Damage.
And I was like, that would fuck with my aesthetic. I'm not doing that.
It doesn't, but yeah.
That would fuck with my
It
aesthetic.
would. Don't. The visuals would be different to be made of rubber.
It's putting on like the bodysuit. It's just like friction. Because you're made of rubber now.
Gross.
Ugh, that's making me cringe. Think about it.
So we left the cave.
So right at the end of the last session, when the cleric stabbed his staff down, and then like the purple runes scattered across the floor and the walls. And I was going to try to do a spellcraft on that, and I was going to give it to you, but you actually didn't roll high enough, and I was like, oh, okay. Alright, sorry. That was the gate spell going off, as you may have been able to imagine.
Yeah. So we were already in.
Yeah,
So-
that is a high roll. That isn't
Gate
something I can't do.
in your universe just teleports the whole fucking cave.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you've read like I'm not criticizing you because it's totally up to you because it's largely flavor, but the way Gate it's effectively just like the Doctor Strange portals.
Right.
Like they just open up.
I thought about
Spam.
that, but it wasn't as cool to me.
Yeah, I think teleporting the whole cave would be cool. But Gate also, there's multiple functions of it. Like, it's not just open a portal. Like, you can also call forth an entity from
Yeah.
those. So I figure, like, there's probably, maybe there's a function that's just, this building I'm in is now in another dimension.
Yeah.
Like, so that's my headcanon, at least. My headcanon for your fake universe.
That works. I'll take that and make it the real canon for my.
That's the
fake
real
universe.
canon for your fake
Isn't
universe.
that how most headcanon is anyway for a fictional universe?
Yes. I don't know. I'm just saying yes.
So we killed the
He's a yes man.
Cocoa
I'm a
demon,
yes man.
and then we walked
Caco
outside to discover that we were in fact in hell.
In Abaddon.
It's a fucking crazy.
Good old Abaddon.
Good old Abaddon.
We the drow we killed fell from the sky and we killed him again.
Oh yeah. Not the tailor, because the tailor died much later. It was the chef.
The chef.
The
The
chef.
head
Well, a
of the
bunch of them-
non-consensual dudes.
A bunch
Yes.
of them fell from the sky at the same time. Some of them were carried off by like demon birds. Or daemon birds, I should be more specific,
What
sorry.
the fuck?
Man's running to his bike.
What's
was
chasing him?
There was a dude like whose bike was parked and he was running up to it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, get off of McClintock. I forgot that.
Yeah, so they
Exit was-
were dudes being plucked out of the sky. Some guys fell to the ground, and we started talking to them like, "Hey, what's up? You
Clintock's not
don't
boxing.
no, don't mention that we killed you. Don't say that. I mean, that's really rude of
I
you."
vaguely remember Anders, the chef, was still being unconsensual.
No, he was just trying to flirt with you again.
I guess. I remember he said something that was like, all right, bud, like, let's calm down. You're the ghost here. Oh no, McClintock is.
But then, yeah, we
Yeah.
had to kill him again.
It's fine.
You can just get up on Guadalupe, it's the same
Yeah,
distance.
I know.
Exactly.
And then
Squares.
some.
And then Anders also fell with. Shush.
Oh god.
And then Anders also fell with two lady drow that Askelin incinerated in their sleep.
Oh, yeah.
And then they.
Damn, that would have been some funny RP.
They were asleep. They didn't see shit.
My god.
We're gonna slow
Yeah, I was
down
gonna
there.
Tristan!
It kept going.
Yeah. Have you ever done this before?
No,
Oh.
I've never done this before.
I go to like 40 and then speed up because the centripetal
I'm in
force.
a
like,
truck
keeps
though.
it-
It's built a little different.
Yeah.
I don't have as.
Oh my god.
Tokyo
that shit.
Drift,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I
won't
saw you
survive
go.
the night
I saw
yet.
you coming up to that. I'm like, man, he's moving a little quick for it. And then you didn't slow down. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Here we
Let's
go.
10 miles an hour through a blizzard, 50 miles an hour into a wall.
It's the fucking Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland.
Oh my god.
Just pivots.
So, I don't even remember why we started killing those guys again. I think they were just being assholes.
Because
Like, alright,
they're
bye.
drow, and then one got absorbed.
I would
Right.
like to say that Vela is still, peaceful.
Yeah, trying not to kill.
Not just
Non-lethal.
attacking people.
Well, you guys
except
didn't
for
kill
that one
him.
guy.
You guys were talking to him,
Oh,
and
we just
then
made
he
him
got
run away.
freaking
Yeah.
got freaking gatted by a steel rod arrow.
Right, there were two demons that were there. That's what it was.
Yes.
We
Yes.
didn't kill him. The demons did.
We
10
definitely
foot
killed
tall
a couple.
demons
The demons.
with horse skulls for
Right,
heads.
right.
Yes,
I
and you
forgot
guys were like, but you got to roll for their attractiveness, but like a -2 modifier, and then the rest of the group was like, only a -2, and the Bella was like, yeah.
But they were still pretty ugly. They were like 3s.
Yeah, not worth.
Yeah.
Not
Not
worth.
even worth rolling the second thing.
One of
Not
them
even
started
worth it.
flying and then failed so bad he fell.
God, I wish I had the spell. I learned it next level, but I had staggering fall, which would have fucked them over just for falling. It's an
Nice.
immediate action, also.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess it kind of has to be.
Yeah. Someone if someone trips or like a combat maneuver, or if they fall any distance, I can just cast that and just make their fall worse.
Oh, but yeah, those guys, had the gross arrows where like if they hit you had to make a certain like a con
Sickening.
save,
You had to
otherwise
make
you got an
Gross
illness.
arrows.
Correct. You had to make a fortitude save or immediately contract a disease that I roll for.
Gross.
You just have
which
that.
heal can fix, which I have a high
Get in the
heal.
left lane because it'll be on our left.
Okay, so
But,
you
yeah.
do have something that could fix that?
Just a heal roll.
Okay.
Because if you have, with all diseases, you can do a heal roll to, you know, stop it. Just get
Stop
better.
it. No.
Just say no.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And
Get help.
because of how it works, an ally who has a higher heal can treat you.
Nice.
That is very nice. So
Yeah, and we determined that you could beef up your heal stack because that's what you're using.
Yeah, I'm
for
using
your-
my profession instead of the actual heal because heal is not benefited at all for a sorcerer.
I'll be
I
honest.
have the best doctor in town. What's your pain threshold like?
Yeah, my character, I
Vice
just said
is
she's
rubber.
a medic. She was a medic or something like that.
I don't really remember much of that fight other than we just like killed them. One of them fell. I think it was mostly because I was just running the whole
That-
time
that
and got
bastard
to
shot
attack very
me.
little.
That bastard shot me
Shot
out
me
of
too.
everyone else. That one that fell, and then I nuked him. I was gonna help everyone else. I was like, no, it's personal.
Actually,
But yeah, we killed them pretty quick, and they decided we probably needed to like find out where we were going. And so then I think it was Aetherian went into the woods. I don't know if somebody went with him.
It was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
were
you guys
camping.
found like a god signal, like because his god had Iomade had dropped a sword and killed a wolf, and this
Yeah.
is your food now. And you guys found 2 more little cocoa demons.
I am carrying a firearm. Here it is.
yeah, so you guys went out, and there was a huge freaking sword and a giant wolf. And as you guys approached, the sword like faded away.
We didn't.
No,
It
no.
was just
It was
affiliated.
just those two.
in that.
The rest
of them
It was
were
the dudes.
Making camp.
We
The
started
We
traveling.
immediately resorted to a hunter-gatherer society.
We traveled for 4 hours. We set down camp. The 2 dudes went out to go get food. Well, I don't know what the fuck the rest of you were doing. I
We
was
were
on
making
watch.
a tent.
I was on watch.
I was making a tent.
I was.
I don't know what you were cooking, weren't you?
No, I can't
Who was
cook.
cooking?
No,
Someone
I
Masha was
cooking.
looking
We
for
were
something
eating food.
interesting.
We were waiting
I
for
was-
we
yeah.
were waiting for.
I was
food.
looking. Oh yeah, I was looking for trinkets that I could take back to my parents to show that I had gone a really, really far distance, and they'd be proud of me and stop comparing
I
me to
mean,
my
is
brothers.
Abaddon really a far distance? Because it's kind of like the folding the paper on itself. Like
It
you didn't really
is.
go anywhere.
just unfold the paper.
It's just
and then
more.
you've
It's,
gone far.
there you go.
distance, Yeah. Look, Mom.
Look, Mom. But it's like none of my siblings, none of my litter mates have gone to Abaddon and come back. So
Implying we
being a
get back.
litter mate. Literal garbage.
Are you implying that some of your litter mates have gone to Abaddon and have not come
Not
back?
come maybe
We don't talk about Henry.
he was always a bad egg.
There's a reason he went to Abaddon.
We don't talk about it. I don't know. Maybe Tristan will just have him show up.
Sure.
No,
There he is.
it's fine.
There he is.
He's there to guide us. He's
He's our guy.
Charon on the river Styx.
He's
I think there's literally Charon though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could
And
be him too.
there's like
Or-
lesser
he-
Charons as well.
He could,
Small
he
Charon.
could be an intern
It's
for
just
Charon.
Charon, but like 2 feet shorter.
Yeah. You know, he had to like, outsource. He's like, damn,
And he
these
has really
fucking
high
boat
pitch
rides
voice.
get like, this is a lot of work doing all these fucking boat rides.
Are the lesser Karons just called Karens?
They are now.
All right. Well,
So the 2 dudes met. What are they demons?
Cacodemons.
Cacodemons.
Yeah.
Eyeball
While
guys.
Eyeball
They pog.
demons.
while the boys were getting food, the cacodemons were like, "Hey,
Hey, ladies.
want a quest?"
Yeah, because one
Here's
guy
my
approached and he was like, "Hey, please don't kill
getting
me.
there.
I was once a very, very large dragon. Do you believe me?"
Well, yeah, because
no?
he's a
Okay.
cacodemon, but he, instead of having like a white eye and like red fleshy skin on his like ball body, he has black scales around his body and has a green eye, and is like, "Hey, I know this is hard to believe. Sorry, let me get the voice. Hey, I know it's hard to believe, but would you believe me if I told you that I was once a very old black dragon? Hmm? Maybe?
We're like, no.
And could you please, I could help you guys get out of this realm that you are not really supposed to be in right now. If only you could restore my body, please. I would appreciate it. Ah, well, that's okay.
You can turn left. It's fine.
I was like, why are you pointing at the Circle K?
Because it's behind the Circle K.
There it is. And so Ethereum was like, okay, well, what's this other cacodemon that you got with you? And then he's like,
That's
well,
my dog.
if you didn't believe me when I said that I am a black dragon, this one might be harder to believe. That is, my dog.
It's my dog, Charlie or something like that.
And by comparison, we believed he was a dragon, but
Yeah.
he was a dog.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's not a fucking dog. Fuck off, dude. Like,
I believe you're a dragon. That's not a dog.
Me and Ethereum believed that it was the dog more than he was the dragon.
Yeah, you guys were like, yeah, he's behaving like a dog. Okay. Do
Yeah.
some, like, magic. I can't do magic in this form. I'm very
breathe
limited.
fire.
Yeah, but, like, do some magic.
I don't
Sit
know
on
why
some gold.
Austin was so like adamant about making a goddamn violin, even though Freddy has hundreds.
Well, it's about the sentimental value.
It's about
You
the
literally
character
dropped
of
it in
he
the
doesn't-
acid
yeah.
because it was expendable. He's like, shit, I want that back.
I get the acid out of the get the violin out of the acid.
It's because he's obsessed with Bella and doesn't know how to display affection.
I didn't drop the one he gave me.
No.
No, you dropped a violin.
Yeah,
but
I
he
know.
wanted
And
to give
he,
you one
like,
back
is trying to
because you
blackmail the
dropped
black
it.
dragon to get you a new violin.
Even though you dropped
I
it-
didn't realize he was doing it because of that.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Yeah.
just like, hey, I know she likes violins.
No, he was
No,
doing it
he was
specifically
like, she lost a
because
violin
you
and
lost
give her a
one.
violin back.
I see it as like the dad who's never around, just like buying his daughter shit. Like you like material things. Here you go.
There you go.
You like violins? Here you go.
Here's a
She's like,
violin.
I have 100 violins.
Here's one more.
What a shitty instrument.
We'll be back.
We're back.
Oh, that was weak.
When we left off, I feel like we had just killed the two bigger demon guys and we got into the
horse
woods.
demons.
The Leuco demons. Yo, he got it. Yo, look at him go! He's got the stars.
Oh, man. So half of us were getting ready to rest, and then the hunters were out hunting, and the gatherers were making a home.
You weren't gathering.
So they found the two.
I was making a home.
Caco
demons.
Like a cackle.
Caco demons.
Caco.
And then brought him
Coco?
back. Because it was one of those things where the demon was like, hey guys, listen, I can get you out of here. All right, I know where the river is to get you right on up out of this place. You just gotta believe me.
Yeah, and then
people were like,
Ethereum was
listen.
like, well, why don't you just point us in the direction and then we'll be on our way? And then he was like, well, it's that way, but it's about, at your speed, about a 400 days walk.
And I will ride you.
And if you turn me into a dragon, I can fly you there. Very fast Uber.
So the guys were like, turn invisible so that my teammates do not fight you on sight. And so they turn invisible
like
and then
Ashley
show
would
up.
be the only
And
one
that
that
was
did that.
like, and then it was the most suspicious moment where it filled in. And Ethereum show up and they're like, listen, I need you to trust me to the death right
That
now.
was-
Say you trust me.
That was
all
not
him.
me. That was
all
just
him.
Ethereum.
Where he's like, I need you to say that you trust me right now, no matter what, explicitly.
Say you trust me and then I'll give you this food. The
And
food
Bella,
is not
and Bella
poisoned,
was like, I
promise.
do trust you implicitly, but the
He's-
fact that you're asking me if I trust you implicitly is making me not want to trust you
That was
implicitly.
exactly it. All the spies, all the thieves were like, no, dude, literally
Ashley
we
was
trust
like-
you like with our lives
Ashley was,
until
fuck
now.
Fuck that.
My
Yeah.
man is having an existential crisis. He's literally teaming up with a demon that
He's
he's
in
Yeah.
hell teaming up with a demon.
And he's just like, I need you to trust me. And then we all met the demon. We're like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's totally cool. Whatever.
Ex-crusader.
And the
Yeah.
Damon,
Fallen from grace.
The agreement was that he would stay 50 feet away from the group at all times.
Until we all turned out that we were fine.
Just waves from 50 feet away. Was it 50 feet or 50 yards?
It was 50 feet.
Damn.
But then once
But-
we all like, once eventually he told us it's because we had the team with demon. Like everybody was okay with it.
Like, oh, all right.
We all
I
did
am on
wouldn't say
board.
Okay.
I am on board because there is a way for us to get out of
Vela-
hell.
yeah, Vela
but then
wasn't
also,
okay.
if it ever turns back into a dragon, I'm just going to kill it.
Exactly.
Bella wasn't super
It's on
okay.
the tier list.
I mean, maybe it was just Kasha then, because Kasha immediately, like when it was her turn to keep watch, she was like, I'm gonna go play. I'm
Well,
gonna
you're a
go play
godless
this thing."
catfolk.
Huh? I'm a godless cat. I
Yeah.
have a godic, thank you.
Do
I
you?
don't remember her name,
Pagan.
Yeah.
but I
Some
do.
worshiper.
Yeah,
You think
well, she's
Hunter
one
ever
of the
forgets
goddess.
God's name?
She's the goddess of like travel, so I'm meant to just go around and meet new people, make new friends. The end. It's very easy for me. But that's when I met the devil. I met.
Oh
was
yeah,
it
you got the
Lucifer?
card. You got the. You
Oh
got
yeah,
the
because
card
I
to
was
tell.
I was showing the dragon a card trick, and I got over 40, which is going to happen like every time when I roll on a sleight of hand. I got a card, and the card was the duel or something.
Yes.
And so what happened was Tristan
Based on The Devil Went Down
was
in Georgia.
It was Lucifer that showed up.
Yes.
Okay, I
Prince of
couldn't
Darkness.
quite
Good
remember
old Lucy.
if it was that or like some abyssal demon or whatever. But he shows up looking hot
Hot.
and is like, I'm gonna challenge you right now, and if you win, I'll give you like fucking boatloads of gold, and if not, I'll still give you gold, but I'm gonna like knock you out.
Well,
And if
then-
you rolled
no,
a
if
one-
if you
No, I was
utterly,
still
if
knocked
you
out. I
utterly,
just also got gold.
if you utterly fail, you'll be my slave forever.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Tasha went, well, that's not that. That's not too
Like,
bad.
hold on, what?
If it was a
Can I just give up?
Can I just give up?
I got nothing to do later.
Can I just put up? I mean, put up.
Yes.
So it was one of those things where like it was a really high check I had to make, and I was so close to making it. I just didn't quite. So I got but the fun part was I did another card trick, and so I got high enough to pull another deck of Harrow's card.
Yes.
But not high enough to like actually beat.
Because you had to
Satan.
beat a 40 in order to beat that card,
But
you had to roll over a 30, which I might bump up to 35.
no, I thought it was a 40 because it seems like I.
If it, is
So
it
you
just
got
a,
38.
Is it a 40 on, or is it a 30 on any skill check, or?
It's just when I'm doing my card trick, and so it kind of
Yeah,
keeps it.
I was.
If anybody does a card trick,
I'm sticking to my guns because it's the only way that's going to be a reliable stream of card dealing. But anytime someone interacts with a deck and the result is over 30, which I might bump up to 35, but 30, that it just produces a Harrow card.
So all we have to do is
So
kill
that's
Kasha before the world ends.
I mean,
Yes.
I also have an absurdly high sleight of hand.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if you're just interacting with the deck, you can literally do that on like a perception as well, like just looking
Yeah.
at a
No,
deck.
I mean just like fiddling with it. It would have to be some sort of like.
So far, it just has been the fact that
Check.
Tasha, like, once per round has a reason to use her deck, her card deck that's just for card tricks, which makes her feel like not a very good magician or sleight of hand person because she never actually guesses the person's card right because she always just pulls out a magic card instead. But in this
I think
instance,
that's
I played it right.
really
so
developing
I
an
finally,
insecurity.
I finally was able to trick somebody else into looking at the cards instead of looking at it myself because I was like, "Is this your card, Satan?" And then Satan grabbed the card and looked at it.
Lucifer, not
Lucifer,
Satan.
so sorry. Is this your card, Lucifer? And then Lucifer looked at it and he's like, "Oh yeah, that was my card," and then turned into a woman.
Yeah, it turned into a woman,
Oompa.
and then was like, oh, that's weird, and then shifted back into a male.
Because Lucifer can do that.
Flattened his coat.
Yeah,
Got his beard back out.
his backside no longer looked as though it needed a pillow beneath it.
I love that long pause.
Oh. Damn.
And then
Humana.
yeah.
Oh,
But
God.
then he was still like, "All right, that was cool. Not cool enough. I'm gonna give you some money, not all the money, and you will fall asleep."
Yeah, he spawned 2,000 gold behind you in a puddle, and then knocked you out, so you fell back into a bed of gold.
Mhm.
Dude, I wish Lucifer would knock me out.
Right.
And that was after you had gone over and talked to the Cacodemon.
Yeah.
So the Cacodemon just went invisible again.
Well, I thought time like paused with it. Well, because nobody else could see Lucifer except for me.
Correct. The Cacodemon knew something was up, but wasn't able to decipher what was going on.
Just overwhelmingly
Yeah, but I
evil.
was
Yes.
watching. I was the one that was supposed to be on watch. So you guys woke up at the crack of dawn the next day or whatever after resting, and you just find me asleep in a pile of gold talking about a hot demon man, and then obviously Ethereum's like, "What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?"
no,
Actually kicks you away.
I loved Austin saying, like, man, if Ethereum had detect evil, he would have had an aneurysm.
Well, he was like, if he had detect evil, it'd be so bright that it would be glowing from outside this tent, like Kramer.
Like the episode of Seinfeld. Like, what's going on in there, Kramer? It's Lucifer, Jerry.
It's Lucifer, Jerry.
Prince of Darkness, Jerry. He's
So
in there.
now he's got Bella talking about how I have to give this rose to somebody in hell. Kasha saying, "How do I meet Lucifer again? Like, how do we just casually run into each other?"
And we can't trust
Where
any
do
of
they
you
all
to keep
go so
watch
wrong?
anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly it. Nobody can keep watch without fucking messing something up.
Didn't Askelin try and intimidate the Cacodemon, though, during
Yes.
her watch?
Yeah. I wanted more information because she still does not trust it.
Right,
Yeah.
and she was like, come here, I
get
need to
the
talk to you.
fuck
And then he's
over
like,
here.
I can't go within 50 feet of you guys. And she's like, I'm not going to tell anybody, come here. And then he's like, I don't trust you enough to not wake that dude up immediately after I come closer.
I won't need to wake the dude up.
I will handle you myself.
I think you guys, and then I think you were just like,
I walked halfway.
25 feet.
Did you get any information?
Can you not just shout, like, over, like, hey?
They're just going to wake people up.
I got the information of how it happened to him.
Oh.
He was tricked and all that shit.
Freaks.
Was he cursed?
He was tricked by a treachery demon.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because if it was a curse, I technically have a spell that can pretty much break it no matter what, unless it's level 9 or 8, I believe.
Damn.
Askelin would know this. I don't know if Askelin shared, but basically he said, I was trying to become a Dragon Lich or a Draco Lich, and this guy promised that he'd show me how, and part of that was what I thought was making, not phalanges, what are they called?
Flag trees.
Phylacteries, thank you.
Phalanges. Bro, what the fuck?
Making phylacteries. And so he was like, oh, yeah, sure. And then kind of went along with the whole, like, hey, let's split your soul up. And then basically got the dragon so weak he just did some BS magic and turned him into a cacodemon.
What a dumbass.
Literally.
So we all woke up the next day though, unless there was any other information garnished from that.
No.
And then we all like walked a little bit, and he was like, "Hey, if you guys go in there, my spirit is behind it. You just gotta get rid of that fucking thing in there." We walk in, and there's some like spider demon with slaves.
It was a like 8-legged thing that had like huge chitin plates on it.
It was gross.
Very gross. Very buggy and gross.
And the annoying part was we were like, "All right, we're gonna sneak in. We're gonna do a good job." And then this thing has like all sight.
Yeah.
It has sea invisibility.
Oh, and we all tried to turn invisible, and that did not work.
I rolled a hand in stealth.
You did. I did.
Yeah, Bella did just chill. Gone. Yeah, it had some souls that it had enslaved. And
We all had to make
basically,
some sick jump checks. Our monk failed a jump check despite not needing to make the check in the first place.
Correct.
well, not ones do be like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what rolling is for.
Well, you,
Thankfully, she was jumping in the other direction and not toward the acid.
Oh, did she
hit.
roll a nat one?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why.
I was gonna say literally she couldn't have done it unless she rolled a nat one.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
rolled in that one, so it was basically
Feels terrible.
monkey ran across the bridge, and then the last 20
Forgot
feet that
to
she
jump.
needed to jump.
Alex should make a character based around failing constantly.
She should.
Because
there has to be
it
a
would-
character like that.
I feel like that character would succeed. Because she would be failing at failing, which is succeeding.
Right. Only 20s.
Just give her like the 5e like halfling feet.
That's definitely funny
Honestly,
to some
might need
people.
Huh?
What? What's the 5e halfling feat?
They
It's
literally.
lucky
reroll
you
one.
reroll once.
Yeah.
Oh, that is there's a racial trait for that in Pathfinder. I remember.
I
this
don't
when was
remember
making-
which one it's from.
I was gonna
though.
say-
This is like any one though. You have to take the second one, so if you roll 2 ones in a row, you're screwed. But like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's how it is in Pathfinder.
really,
I was,
yeah,
I
we
was
just
making,
we gotta make Alex.
But
get
halflings
that.
get that for free in 5e.
when I was making the Acipite race, that was one of the ones I wanted because it had like a secondary effect that I wanted for them.
Uh-huh.
But that effect was like, I don't like it because I think that's stupid in my opinion. But because
You need the chaos.
Alex
You need
needs
the
it.
chaos. Alex needs it. Alex just
Alex,
needs a
be a
handicap.
She needs to play the game on easy mode, like
Yeah.
some people play Divinity.
Yeah. Damn. Called the fuck out. Holy
Now you
shit.
might actually listen to this.
They really are perfect for each other. Got him.
Waiting for the invite.
The easy mode couple.
So after, I don't know, because Kasha was not really like, Kasha jumped a gap and then killed like one guy and then was going to try to go after the spider demon, but by then Bella was already doing some kick-ass shit.
I
So
killed a lot.
Kasha did nothing.
Yeah,
Very
filming
nothing.
fighter
guys
gonna
are
fight.
I was
Wasn't-
actually on heel duty.
I wasn't doing kick-ass shit. I thought I was doing kick-ass shit until it was revealed to me that the kick-ass shit that I was doing actually had no effect.
I mean, everybody got a attack of opportunity. That was pretty sick.
I mean, yeah, but effectively what I was doing, like I remember,
You should
I don't,
describe that spell, because that's funny.
it's Nixie's Lure. It effectively makes up to 24 hit die people. So it can be one thing with 24 hit die, or 10 things, or 24 things with one hit die.
Mm-hmm.
Or in this case, the weakened spider and his minions,
Mm-hmm.
all become. I don't remember the phrasing. They become fascinated with me and they start moving towards me
As fast as they can.
Yes, and they get a second save if they're about to encounter danger, be it from like one of my allies or from an
Like
edge.
a river of acid.
Yes, I think all of them but one failed, so they just walked into the river
Yes.
of acid, but it doesn't hurt them. which
Well,
was-
it hurt all the slaves.
It just didn't hit the
They
bug.
just like
Oh.
walked into it and just like walking into a pool as they're like Terminatoring.
he didn't walk into that. He lowered himself into it.
Okay, well, I haven't seen the movie.
That's embarrassing. You shouldn't have said that out loud.
Now it's immortalized on the podcast.
We'll have to fix that at some point. It's good.
The spider thing was immune to poison though, so it just sort of
It was
walked
sitting in a pool.
I
of
was a
acid.
little
Yeah.
scared for you guys that maybe it healed from it.
That would have been fucking incredible.
That
Yeah,
would
that
be
would have been
hilarious.
kind of hilarious.
That would have made that moment fucking legendary.
It was just immune. It did not have over 100% resistance.
That would have
But before we get to the killing of the spider, which happened next, Dawson, do you want to talk about whatever the fuck you were doing that killed like 6 dudes? at once?
Yes. So,
Yes, I do, actually.
how do I...
Welcome to my build.
Yo, it's
R-
W. Reeds.
Ricochet arrows. They're pretty cool.
Buildcraft with Dawson.
Welcome to the podcast. within the
So,
podcast.
I have a necklace that gives me haste for 4 rounds.
Nice.
Rapid shot, which
I think when it's fast.
gives me an extra attack, but all my attacks are at a -2.
It's not the only thing fast. It's not good when it's dry.
You guys good?
Yeah, no,
Um,
continue.
And so I get 4. Actually, now that we're 11, I get 5 attacks around that way. 3 at full bab. With ricochet arrows, and anytime I crit, if there is anyone within 30 feet, I can do a ranged disarm as my swift action, or as an immediate, and then catch it and then throw it at someone else. There wasn't any
Is the throwing a swift action? Or is that immediate?
throwing
as
is
well?
immediate.
Oh my god.
I think,
Because it's just one of those critical feats that just like trigger, right?
yeah.
Okay.
There's a food truck. Right
And then
What is-
I saw that when I was coming home.
I wasn't getting any crits. I was getting a lot of 2s. No crits though.
My
Um,
It's like the blizzard.
But all of like the hive people were just kind of like surrounded behind, like
Surrounded
the
around the
bug.
main guy, yeah.
Yeah, and so I just kept hitting the bug and then ricocheting to other people. So I rolled like probably 10 attacks that turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot. And a lot of them died, thankfully. And then, I don't know, we killed the spider eventually by some means.
Yeah, because the spider was trying to remove big boulders to a big door, got tired.
He
and
wasn't
went-
going to hurt me.
No,
that
he
was the
wasn't.
best part of that spell, is that he just comes right up to me and just looks at me and turns around.
'Cause you're just
Starts
so
fighting
big.
you guys. Like, oh, you're mine now.
Free bird.
And then it was after we killed it, we realized we probably should have waited until it undid the rocks. So
Oh,
that we could
yeah.
actually...
Oh yeah.
What
But then Ricky came in clutch again with the spells
The
to
fucking
open the
make a
pit.
pit under
The
it.
pit that someone fell in.
And then we stopped.
Was
We were
it
about to
me?
all fall
Yeah.
through.
And then I flew out, right?
You flew out, yeah.
I didn't draw her with wings, so I like to imagine she just flaps her arms really hard.
They just puff out. They're like retractable.
Yo, let's go.
And that's where we left off, I think, right?
Yes.
believe so.
You guys
Yeah.
entered the tomb.
Yes.
Yeah, the Phoenix Bloodline, as cool as it is healing people, having just fucking wings that are like
That's
perfect.
pretty
That
freaking
is
rad.
very
Good.
nice.
Because
Damn,
they're like
I'm
the
gonna do the
best
loop.
type of wings. You can have 60 base movement with like perfect maneuverability. Like
Perfect.
there's no problems. I
Let's
think
go.
the highest is just called good, but you know it's the most.
Flight is busted.
No, perfect is the highest.
Ah,
Yeah.
What would be higher than perfect?
better than perfect.
Damn.
Well, I think he meant like
Impeccable.
good. Good is like the highest, and perfect was
Oh.
just the colloquial term. But no, perfect is the
I see.
category. Because like an Eidolon, you can spend 2 evolution points to give it flight, and you can spend 2 more evolution points to make it magical flight. You lose the wings, but it's perfect flight instead of good flight.
Yeah, I didn't look at the flight because back when I had Meat Dog, he was not gonna fly. He's gonna be
My
Meat Dog
summoner
forever.
has a flying hand.
It's like fucking Super Smash Bros.
Exactly, except it has a mouth where the cuff of the wrist is.
Did it not in Super Smash Bros?
I feel like that's in like a one of Legend of
Is that the
Zelda.
noise it made?
Yes.
Maybe that's just like every Nintendo property has that like weird floating hand.
Yeah, those wacky Japanese people.
Those wacky phalanges. So yeah, next time you guys pick up, you'll be in a basically a decrepit castle that's not been touched in a while. But who knows what you'll
Same.
find in the
Maybe
hallways?
I didn't actually know. For some reason, I thought that was like the hallway to the river. I thought we were there.
That was a great joke.
So
There was a joke.
You'll pick it up in the you'll pick it up when you listen to it.
Nice.
I don't think I will.
Actually,
I didn't
no.
hear shit.
actually, you're not.
I didn't even know something was going
You didn't
on.
actually even say anything.
I, didn't,
Okay.
I was
It was in your
completely
head.
silent.
It was in your head.
You're all in my head.
No,
It's your birthday.
My God.
My God.
He's actually still in Idaho, walking back as we speak.
I'm the hiking man.
I am the hiking man.
No!
I have become the hiking man. All right. Now for the time of the night.
Where we see if you got to keep your spot.
I can't believe
If there
you,
isn't one, you can just park on the left side of this pole right here. On the end.
Let's fucking go.
There's always one on the very end.
Let's fucking go.
But yeah, that spot by the left of that pillar is my backup spot if there's no spots over here.
Nice.
Because nobody ever parks there.
Oh, hello, Gabe. Quality audio.
Yeah.
Well, we're all just really concerned you're gonna hit something right now.
My man knows his corners.
No, I know he does, but we're all just holding our breath just in case.
I'm not holding my breath.
Okay.
I am breathing
I enjoy
normally.
breathing. Yeah.
I don't.
I had this man drive me around for a full week. I
You
trust.
him, yeah.
I have trust. I have developed.
All right.
If I die, then I die.
That was going to D&D episode fucking 8 million.
It's 33.
Well,
34?
It's like forever.
30? I don't know.
I don't know either. Get the door shutting.
I know. Not my drink. Oh. Almost lost my balance there.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Oh no,
You gonna stop it?
indeed.